Hello, and welcome to another Win Daily Sports Show. My name is Michael Raziel, and I am here with my man Ghost, and we are here to break down this incredible NBA slate of games. We've got some bets for you. We've got obviously a lot of DFS plays for you, and hopefully you get to have a couple laughs along the way. As the comment says, hit that like button. It's not that hard. It's a simple click. It helps us out a lot, and it makes us look even better. I promise you that. Please, windailysports.com/chat. You get 7 free days in that expert bad boy. Make sure to follow us at WinDailySports, him at DFS_Ghost, and me at Michael Raziel1, all on Twitter. Ghost man, how you doing today?
It's a good day, brother. Taco Tuesday. Following up Mojito Monday with a Taco Tuesday. Absolutely smashed yesterday. The bets hit. DFS plays are on fire. So looking to follow it up today.
Yes, it was fantastic. I'm just going to throw this up here because I like this comment a lot. I watched the first quarter of the Brooklyn Nets game, and that was the Suns. No, I'm sorry, in Sacramento. They play the Suns tonight, and legitimately was laughing at how easy that 240 was. I think I got it at 239. I shopped around a little bit and I got it, I think, a point lower. Not that I needed it, but hey, shop your lines, kids. Shop your lines. If you can get a point or point and a half somewhere, take it. Just take it. They're going to give it to you. Just take it. So I think I got it at 239, and at halftime, I don't even remember what it was. It was like 75 to like 68 or something. And I was like doing some quick math. I was like, can they score 100 points the next 2 quarters? Yes, cash it. I'm going to sleep. And it was pretty nice. So felt very good about that one. As always, hit a couple other bets. I had Sixers plus 7.5 once the Embiid news came out. I said, you know what, I'm going to cash that out, not even worry about that one. Luckily, that worked out. How was your night though? You did pretty well, right? Not too bad.
Yeah,
Bradley Beal did his thing.
Bradley Beal never fails me whenever I say to lock in Bradley Beal or basically close the DraftKings app if you're not playing Bradley Beal. So he definitely did not let me down. A ton of high scores this day. It was nice to see everybody doing well in Discord. And even those, if you didn't cash yesterday, there were some lineups I saw some people posting, 330, 335 DraftKings points and not cashing. That not only cashes on usual nights, that wins you tournaments. So it was a really high scoring night. Don't get down on yourself if you didn't win as much money as you thought you would, because scores yesterday were absurd, but it was a very profitable evening. Absolutely.
It absolutely was. I also had the over in the Golden State Cavs game. That was cutting a little close, but going to sleep again. I felt pretty comfortable and it all worked out. So thank you to everybody.
Thing too, so.
What else is news? Thank you to everybody in the chat. Ghost and I are going to be hopping over and checking out the games we have for tonight. This first one, Denver and Boston. Denver is, I don't really understand this line. Boston's favored by 1.5 at home. I know there's a lot of injuries. Marcus Smart is out. Will Barton is out. Paul Millsap's 84-year-old body is, I guess, not going to be dressed in different clothing. That's pretty much all that means to me. Daniel Tice is out. Gary Harris is out. Morris is questionable. PJ Dozier is out. But I don't really understand the line. Why is Boston favored by 1.5? I still think just Joker and Maul by themselves could beat the Boston Celtics at this point.
Yeah, this is a I don't know, like certain players, when you have a certain level of prestige in the league, you get to that point where you draw more fouls than others. I feel like Boston kind of has that reputation with Vegas and in some lines where I kind of question it a little bit, because this Boston team is not what people made it out to be in the preseason, and it's something that we actually spoke about again there too. So I don't mind it because Kemba's playing. I kind of guess that I wouldn't move it all that much. Probably just have it as a pick'em, just because of what Joker and Maul can do, and the fact that they're running an 8-man rotation. They're going to be out there for 36 minutes. So 36 minutes of Joker tonight. Good luck.
Going up against nobody, right? Tice is out, so who the hell is he going to be going up against? Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like even if Daniel Tice was playing, it's already a cakewalk of a matchup for Joker. And then now he's out. He's going up against Robert Williams or Tristan Thompson in the starting lineup. We'll wait to see what that comes in. Thankfully, it's the first game on the slate, so we won't have to wait too long. But it's a cakewalk of a matchup for Joker on top of that. So he's going to be out there 36 minutes, handle the ball as much as he wants. I don't know. I wouldn't touch this line at all. I do not feel confident in either side. No.
Interesting. So Capper Steve took Nuggets. I got it at +2, and Capper Steve's been crushing it lately. So I'll take it. I mean, and
we take the points. We don't get too greedy with the money line.
Exactly.
We take the points.
We got greedy with that money line last night. Not that it mattered. I don't know how the hell I woke up thinking I was going to win that bet. That was a joke. Somehow the Heat couldn't even cover the original spread.
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah, that
against
was
nobody? Like that was I didn't watch any of the game. I was asleep, but that's trash, guys. Come on.
thankfully I didn't tilt on it like at all because of
I won so
other
many other
success
bets I didn't care. Yeah.
other successes in the night. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tilt on it at all. Just move on to the next slate. And that's the beauty of NBA, right? It's like whether you're tilting or you're really happy, it doesn't matter because you have another couple hours before another slate hits the deck. So I didn't tilt that one at all, but I was shocked, man. No Kawhi, no PG, and you can't even pull that out. Jimmy Butler absolutely balled out, and thankfully he was in the article as well that we wrote up yesterday. So a 30-point triple-double for Jimmy Butler still couldn't get it done. Miami needs to make a call to a certain Washington organization, which we've been recommending for, I can't even say weeks. It's been months now.
Yeah,
that
literally.
Pat Riley needs to get on the phone and go and trade for Bradley Beal. But hey,
hopefully sooner rather than later, man. Let's move on to this next game. So we have this first game at 7. So lock in Joker, and then you can move on forward. And then we have an 8 o'clock, a couple 8 o'clock games. We had a game canceled, I think, in that 9 o'clock range. So it's going to be a weird night in terms of scheduling, but that late night hammer, baby, I'm excited to talk about that one. But first, we have New Orleans. We have Memphis. So this is the battle of the first and second picks last year. So if there's a little narrative, we got Ja and Zion going up against each other.
We'll dig as far deep as we have to grab a narrative.
Exactly.
So
that's a pretty solid narrative, though. As Luka and Trey will always be combined, these guys will kind of be.
I mentioned Donovan Mitchell's hoodie, which he wore like 3 years ago, and Ben Simmons went off.
He did. He did. So we'll find
no matter how far back it is, it's worth
Ghost,
it.
Tulock, Brian, Adam, I'm sorry. They will find all of the narratives. I promise you that. But the line to this game, Memphis are dogs at home by 1.5 points. The over-under sits at a very nice 231.5. It's actually the highest on the slate. Second highest on the slate. We do have Brooklyn. Their total isn't too high. We'll get to that game in a little bit. They're playing against the Suns. They're a little bit slower of a team. Do you like this game? I mean, I feel like this is one that might get lost in the shuffle, but could definitely have some sweet potential to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And anything that I'm about to say, I don't want to take credit for any of this because Brian wrote up this game early on in the day, and it's the one that really caught his eye, and rightfully so, right? So looking at Brandon Ingram in a spot like this on the wing versus Memphis, they don't have anybody that could really guard his length on the wing. So it's a spot that, you know what, he's going to be taking a ton of shots. The 3-point attempts have been increasing drastically in the past couple of games. So he got 28 3-point attempts for BI in the past 3 games. So you know what? Is he going to knock them all down? No, he's not exactly the best, 3-point shooter or just mid-range shooter at all, period. But just the fact that he's taking 10 plus attempts per game in his past 3 is definitely a positive sign, right? So the volume is there. He's getting to the free throw line much more often. He's rebounding a little bit better. He's dishing the rock. Like his game's really coming into form, building on what he did last season. So for that, personally, there's another guy that I'm going to have 100% in my main lineup at just $100 cheaper than Brandon Ingram. So I can't get there. But playing Brandon Ingram with a little Jean Morant or even Jonas Valanciunas is something that's going to be completely unowned. I don't even want to say underowned. It's going to be unowned, honestly, like this. So all these guys are not pulling any ownership whatsoever. Pretty much all the studs. You have Joker, you have Braun, Harden, Giannis, Dame. Forgive me if I forgot anybody else there, but those are the guys that come to my mind. They're all coming in between 25 and 30%. There's no real edge between anybody. The edge here is pivoting down from guys like that to just $2,000 cheaper. Make your lineup a little bit safer, going with guys like Brandon Ingram, Zion, J-Val, and John Morant, and kind of building around that core there. So I know Brian absolutely loves this game, and rightfully so. It's going to be a game that's going to be fast-paced. Not a lot of defense in there. Guys like Dylan Brooks, Grayson Allen, they're still going to be starting and getting heavy minutes for Memphis on top of that, and they're good value plays in the mid-range.
Yeah, it's just it's interesting. Again, what are the game environments we like? Fast paced, no defense. And in the beginning of the season, the Pelicans weren't really that fast. As of late, they started to pick it up and be more of that fun team from last year because they realized like they can't out defense people if you're not going to score any points. So you actually have to do something on offense finally. So Stan Van might have figured it out a little bit. He's a smart guy. I thought he would figure it out at some point. But being able to kind of push that, and again, as you said, there's all these studs, especially now we have Harden with nobody. So, I mean, we have Joker with an 8-man rotation. So that's something to pay attention to. LeBron without AD. Like there's all these, it's not just stars. They're stars in like smash spots. But as you said, all those dudes are going to get played if you want to make your lineup a little bit more balanced. Definitely an interesting spot to pivot to. Let's get to the chat a little bit. Oh, Sia, our good buddy Sia. He live bet the Heat when they were down 7. So that didn't work either. So I guess we're all in the same boat, Sia.
All I know is that I put the secret weapon in my golf lineups, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen to this guy? And I look at the end of round 1, and he's at the top of the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
Then I look on Sunday afternoon, and he's winning the tournament. So shout out Sia for that. Guys,
shout out to Sia. You can check Sia out on the Win Daily Sports YouTube channel later tonight with myself and our good friend Joel.
Make sure you guys watch that. If you play PGA DFS, watch it. If you don't play PGA DFS like myself, who I didn't play much, I watch that. I plug in Sia's secret weapon exclusive to the Win Daily Discord chat. You plug that in, you go to the initial picks, see what he wrote, you see what the other guys wrote, you put everything together, and you got yourself a winning PGA lineup.
WinDailySports.com/chat. Ball, Brooks, BI, Zion, and Joval stack for large field GPPs, or Ball, BI, Zion, and Ja.
I would go 2 and 2 in that case.
Love it.
So BI and Zion aren't really the highest correlated guys there. I prefer to go, considering Steven Adams is likely going to get 25 plus minutes in a game like this because Joval is one of the only pieces of offense that they like out there in Memphis. Him and Ja pretty much carry the entire load there. So if you are going Ja and Lonzo, both terrible, not terrible, but Zoe could defend. I'll give him that. He's really improved this season. I'm so used to picking on his defense because of how bad he was in his rookie year and years after that. But his defense kind of got a bit better. But Ja is a terrible defender. That I'm not going to hide. He's one of the worst defenders in the league there. So taking Zoe with one of BI or Zion and then pairing it with Ja and Joval, definitely interesting. I like that combo.
Yeah. And large field GPPs, again, you're going to be very different. What do you think about Joker, Kuzma, Anthony, Jay Jackson, Bridges, Allen, Harden, Diallo, and Schroeder?
Is this a lineup or is this like okay, they posted backwards. I was like, wait, why are you starting with your center? It's a FanDuel lineup starting backwards. It's interesting. Okay. Threw me a wrench there for a second. I was like, what is going on here?
You want me to read it backwards?
Oh, we're good.
Okay.
The one thing is just be careful with the OKC game. Courtesy of one of our members at Win Daily Sports as well on the Discord channel, lives like 5 to 10 minutes from the stadium, and they're talking about possibly postponing that game because there's no electricity in the area or there's somewhat of a storm, something like that coming. So they want to preserve energy. They might cancel that game. So just be ready to pivot in case of that. Something that hasn't been on Twitter all day. That's the beauty of being in our Discord chat. We got people all over the world. So being there and everyone's helping one another. He pretty much said, hey, I'm 10 minutes from the stadium and this game might not play. So shout out to that member for the beat writer type information that's there. Outside of that, if the game does play, personally, I'm not playing Justin Jackson. Price is getting up there, and with Theo Maledon back, his role will be severely diminished. So outside of that, it's strong. I would do everything in my power to get Giannis and Kuzma at power forward, though, on FanDuel tonight.
Got it. Look at that. Ghost knows all. Who you got on the money line? I don't think we have anybody for this game.
Between Pelicans and Memphis? No,
it's a 1.5. In this one. Yeah, it's a 1.5 point spread. Neither of those teams are really good.
I have my future with Pelicans under like 50 something winning percent. Apparently they were finishing first in the West. So
yeah, that was hilarious.
I gladly smashed that under, and it's looking great right now.
Yikes. And they're going to trade everybody away soon. So what do you think about James Harden? Oh, buddy, we're going to get to James Harden.
We're going to get to that game.
Let's move on. Another 8:00 game, Toronto and Milwaukee. We have the Bucks favored by 5.5. I took the Bucks favored by 5.5 at home. Over under sits at 236 right now. OG is questionable. Ghostman, your boots on the ground. We know he's listed as doubtful here, so I'm going to assume he's
hate to be the bearer of bad news there, but he's not playing this game.
Damn. Drew Holiday's still out with COVID protocols, and Giannis, was it last night, 2 nights ago against OKC? They lost to OKC, which was pretty awful, but he put up 75 points in an incredible triple-double performance with 17. What an absolute animal.
3 steals and 3 blocks too on top of that.
It's just incredible. I mean, we pick on Toronto's front court all the time. I feel like Giannis has to be a lock in your lineup tonight, right?
Who is guarding Giannis?
Honestly, I don't know. Siakam can't guard that well, and I don't think he guards Giannis.
It's so bad. It's to the point where they're talking about trading for Andre Drummond, right? They need a natural five, like an actual center, not Aaron Bates. They need an actual center. And they're switching a foot. He's under 6 feet, but when I wrote today, Fred VanVleet is 6 feet. That's what they have him listed as. I've seen him in downtown Toronto. He's shorter than 6 feet.
Yeah,
he's like maybe 5'10". They're having this guy switch onto centers
on Karl Anthony Towns, who's like
the guy is
tall.
switching onto 7-foot centers. Who is guarding Giannis tonight?
I hope it's Fred VanVleet, and I hope he puts up a monster performance.
Who is guarding Giannis tonight? There's nobody out there to possibly guard him. So like this is a spot where Milwaukee has been playing so bad that this game might be tighter than it's supposed to be, that Giannis again can break another NBA slate. Like it's just to that point where his usage has gone up drastically because they realize that, hey, we have one of the best players in the NBA. We should probably give him the ball. So he's finally getting the usage rate that he should have. He's rebounding extremely well because Brook Lopez has been in and out of the rotation to the point where he's playing 15 to 20 minutes in some games, and they're playing Giannis at the 5 sometimes. This is a smash spot for Giannis. I don't know how you get away from it. I can't get away from it on FanDuel. On DraftKings, you can make the exception because of multi-position eligibility, and there's a ton of studs that I want out there, and there's one guy at in that 8K range that I'm locking in. So you can get away from him on DraftKings if you absolutely want to, but it's a smash spot for Giannis. Very, very hard to get away from it.
I mean, we've been picking on this Toronto front court all season, and now we get a matchup like this again, and no Drew Holiday, so that's usage that's going to be coming out of his hands and pretty much splitting essentially between Chris Middleton and Giannis. So, I mean, you kind of have to. Is there anything else from this game that you're looking at? Any other value plays, especially on the Milwaukee side, especially on both sides of the game? Great, Mike. That's some coverage for you people. What do you like? What else did you like, Ghost?
We talked about it with the New Orleans Memphis game and how like this game kind of goes under the radar for these large field tournaments. You could fire this one up in a 2v2 stack and kind of hope that it shoots out as if it's a 7-game playoff series, which these two teams have playoff history and they could legitimately see each other again this season. So
this one's the highest total, 236 on the slate.
Yeah, you could fire this one up pretty confidently and say, you know what, even if it doesn't hit, the thought process was there for this one to kind of work. I would go with Middleton and Giannis. You got to take the two big guns there. And then you got to go with VanVleet and Lowry, two guys I rarely play together, but I just don't trust Siakam in the paint against I'd rather take 3-point shooters. So I would go, Milwaukee still can't defend the 3-point shot. So I would go Lowry and VanVleet, or VanVleet and Powell. Powell's a little bit too expensive for my liking now. It's getting kind of absurd there with heading into the 7K range. Pay that extra $600 and just get up to Kyle Lowry at that point.
Just pay the extra $600, people. Let's move on. We have the Lakers and we have the Timberwolves. Lakers favored by 6.5. Over under sits at 223. LeBron James is questionable, but he's going to play. Anthony Davis is out. Kyle Kuzma has been coming up a lot in the chat. Yeah, Caruso is questionable. That's kind of sad. Karl Anthony Towns, he's like kind of back, right? When do we start firing him up? How do you feel about him? Or I don't know.
I wrote him up for the past 2 days because nobody's playing this guy. Right? Everyone's waiting for the Karl Anthony Towns 60-point performance in 36 minutes. I don't want to wait for it. I want to be there when no one else is. And I did play him against Toronto, and that worked out just fine. You know what I mean? So, like, it's a spot where he came back after a very long absence, and rightfully so. Dove into 31 minutes. Then he 32, 33. Like, he's getting his regular load. D'Angelo Russell is out.
And terrible.
And having a terrible season. If this was how do I put this? If this was a game that was, I don't even want to say this season because of extenuating circumstances there, but if this was last season in the month of January, February, like peak NBA season, right in smack in the middle of it, Towns would be ridiculously high on honestly like this at only 9,300. So for that reason, I do have interest. Personally, I'm not going there. I just can't. I'm punting center today with Robert Williams. He's been popping in the model all day, and with Tice out, he's probably going to get the spot start or at least get 20 plus minutes of run there. And very similar player to a lot of backup centers that we target in this 3K range. So he's a fantasy point per minute machine. So I'm punting with Robert Williams out there. I can't get to Towns, but I am lucky in LeBron on a state like this.
Yeah, LeBron's easy.
Yes, Anthony Davis is out. Usage is going to be there, but it's more so just the fact that this is his time now to take over as MVP. And Adam really pointed that out, that if there's ever a time where he could win games alone with the cast that he has, it has very. I don't remember the year there, but if I remember correctly, it's very 2007 Cavs. If he's winning games with a starting lineup of KCP and Kyle Kuzma and Marcus, like a 60-year-old Marcus Gasol, like this is peak LeBron at the end of his. I don't even want to say at the end of his career. He's probably got like another 20 years to go before he retires. But this is peak MVP LeBron. It's Taco Tuesday. Is the inventor.
Guys,
of the Taco Tuesday.
Just stop there, Ghost. It's Taco Tuesday. Like, lock in LeBron. Just lock him in.
Fading LeBron, stop with that. It's Taco Tuesday. He's playing one of the worst defenses in the entire league. Who's guarding him? Ricky Rubio?
Yes. No,
no.
That's impossible.
He could realistically turn it up in one quarter and drop 30 DK in one quarter. It wouldn't even surprise me to see him get off on a slow start and just dish out a bunch of assists. But I know that when it comes down to it, and he comes off the court and Minnesota starts making a run, he's going to just take over the game. And that's exactly what we need from him tonight.
It's going to be incredible. LeBron James, especially when he's kind of on like that shit, he's kind of he's kind of on it right now. I'm excited. Let's go back to the chat. Will Boston win? I got Denver +2. So
I like Denver in this game. Maybe I don't force a bet. Personally, I'm not betting that game. But if I do, if I would bet it, I would take, I'm greedier than you. I would take Denver money line. I don't even want the points.
Just take
I
the
want
points,
Denver
man.
money line.
It's that. Just take the points. Like you're not getting that much more value if you take the money.
Bro, I bet the Heat at 9 a.m. hoping that Paul George and Kawhi would be out. You know the way I am.
I bet them with you. I 100% bet them. You said money line. I could have looked and been like, I'll take the points. So I was like, no.
I would redo that 100 times.
Yeah, it's the process, man.
That was the right call.
When they were losing, I was just thinking to myself, I was like, nope, this is the right thing we should have done. The line ended at -6, I think, for the Heat. Like, that's so much value. So hey, man, I'll do it every single time with you. I promise you that. Will this FanDuel lineup get me 310 points? Very specific question. Adorable dog, by the way. Absolutely adorable dog, Daniel. Let's just look at the lineup and see if the construction makes sense. And, we'll kind of start with there. So Morant, Campazano, or Chiosa. No, that's not Italian. Shamet, Harden, Ingram, Porter, Kuzma, Jay Green from Denver, and the Joker.
So you're going to go Campazzo over Chiosa, 100%.
Say it though. Come on. Campazzo.
Take Campazzo over Chiosa.
Campazzo.
Shamet with Harden together doesn't really work. It can, but it's like it probably won't. So outside of that, Kuzma, Jay Green, Joker. As much as Joker's a priority for me today, it's all about position scarcity on FanDuel. It's a different lineup construction than on DraftKings. So you could go down a little bit at center. Personally, I'm playing Robert Williams over there too. He's minimum price. So we're talking about $3,500 players. Like we're playing guys like Campazzo and Shamet to get the Hardens, to get the studs. Why not just play $3,500 Robert Williams at that point when everyone's playing Joker? And then not only do you get the leverage there, but you could go Giannis, Kuzma, or if you want to go JaMychal Green and Kuzma like you have it right now, you could go from BI to LeBron and then upgrade Shamet on top of that. So I love Joker tonight, but personally, I'm playing Robert Williams at center on FanDuel.
I love it. So
and DraftKings.
Maybe not 310 FanDuel points, but come back to us. Give us another one. We're here to help. Van Vliet on FanDuel. Yes.
No, I can't get there.
You need DraftKings.
You need Harden. Yeah, you need Harden.
Rocker. What's up, buddy?
Tribe.
Raptors.
The odds for LeBron to drop a triple double. I'm gonna.
What?
I'm trying to find the odds for LeBron to triple double.
We took his over assist, right? We took his over.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna end the game coverage by saying that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway,
thanks for reading the spread.
My bad. Raptors, Bucks, or Memphis, New Orleans in large field GPPs.
Game environment says Memphis, New Orleans. Level of competitiveness says Raptors, Bucks.
Love it. Cover your bases. Answer yes to both questions.
That's it.
So what's up? Nothing much. What's up with you, Antonio? Send us some lineups. You've been crushing it, if I'm not mistaken. You tell us good things all the time. So LeBron over Giannis tonight?
Tough to compare. There's $1,000 difference in salary there. Personally, I have both in my lineup right now.
Shane is telling us it is plus 220 for Harden to triple double. We should have just taken that instead.
So parlay, yeah.
We can't parlay it. I already took the Harden PRA, but whatever. And it's plus 330 for LeBron.
I was gonna say parlay both of those if that's possible.
Jesus Christ. They're different games. You should be able to parlay them. No, we tried to do that with Luka Joker the other night, didn't we? It didn't work out.
It didn't work. Even though they both hit and we would have had a monster parlay.
Some bitch. The OKC community is actually calling for the game to be postponed. So
yeah, from what the guy in Discord was saying, like apparently it's really bad out there. So shout out to him with the exclusive coverage. That was really helpful.
Appreciate it. Morris is out. Campazzo a lock tonight?
Yeah, I've been saying that since the beginning of the day. I had a weird feeling in my stomach about Monte Morris being out of this game.
No, the model knew, Ghost.
Yeah, that too.
The model knew. Don't take the credit for the model, even though you created it. You don't get to take credit for it.
Don't take credit for it.
You don't get to take the model knows, man. You even know the model knows more than you.
It's had Monte Morris out since noon.
See?
Yeah.
It's incredible. James Rocker. Wow, he looks stunning in that picture.
What a picture.
What a picture. Wow. Braun, ABC, or Harden.
He's got the Nerds 45 angle degree turn too. Wow. Now I see where he got it from for the company pictures. I love it.
So I got it?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, that's the way I pictured it.
Love it.
Braun, ABC, Harden. Yeah, jam all three.
Okay. Yeah, the next was...
Yeah, jam all three. Go Robert Williams.
Oh.
Beauty.
You can parlay it. Shane, is that on DraftKings?
Shane's going to win big in DFS tonight, and he's going to hit that bet, and he's going to be on another one of our ads because he was on it. I'm pretty sure it was like a year ago today, or like plus or minus maybe like 30 days. We'll say it was today. He was on it today, a year ago. $17,500 win. I did not forget that. He's going to be back on it tomorrow morning.
Shane, tell me what those odds are too, if you don't mind. FanDuel Sportsbook. Okay, cool. Just let me know what the odds are. Let's get to this one, and we got a couple games, and then
before I forget, sorry, I was like mid sentence. Rocker, go Robert Williams at center and Campazzo at point guard.
There you go, Rock.
It'll fit.
Not only does Ghost make you money, but Ghost makes you money. A versus B. J Mac, E High baby. I don't know what that.
You're killing me with these nicknames.
I don't know. Like, it's funny. I love it, but I also sometimes we get in a situation where we're not totally sure. We'll move on and see if we can figure it out. Yeah. Shemet, LBJ, Vanderbilt, Joker, Harden, Cam Johnson, Tyler Johnson, so the Johnson brothers.
Tyler Johnson, revenge, possibly not.
Campazzo, Shemet, Kuzma, Zion, Joker.
Second one, 100%.
Even with Semi Ojelele?
Yeah. Second one, 100%.
Second one. We don't even need to know who the
if you don't want to play
is.
If you don't want to play Semi Ojale there, you could play I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's like Naji or something on Denver, 3,100.
Jordan McLaughlin. Went to my high school. What? Okay, that's cool. All right.
Take Naji or Nanaji, whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try and sit here and try and pronounce that. But yeah.
Adam, our good buddy Adam, just hit LeBron, Joker, and Harden to triple double. Adam, you parlayed those, correct?
Smash it.
I'll tail that. I'll tail those wins.
Do it.
I'll tail those wins.
We're on Joker and Harden over PRAs anyways.
I know. I kind of wish we just put the triple double.
Your nuts on the table. Just go.
I'll put my nuts on the table, guys.
Both. Sponsored by Manscaped.
Sponsored by Manscaped. Mall Shemet LBJ.
Promo code Win Daily.
Promo code Win Daily. 20% off free shipping. Mall Shemet LBJ. Ojele. Williams, Harden, Crowder, Beasley. Had Cantor, Dame, THT, but not risking the late cancel.
I'm not playing Crowder in the spot. That's the only thing. That's the only guy.
Cool. All right, let's get back to the games here for a second. We got 2 left, and then we'll continue with the chat. Promise. We have Portland. We have OKC. As we said, watch out because the Portland community is looking to cancel this game. Understandably, there's some crazy shit going on in the Southwest. People are like, oh, it's so sad they got snow. It's like, well, we get snow. We know what to do. Like, they don't have mounds of salt and plow trucks just waiting to clear the streets. So kind of makes sense that their whole economy shuts down for a couple of days. But anyway, Let me hop off my soapbox there. The Trailblazers favored by 5.5 on the road, over under of 225. I know you said you're off this game, but people are going to be on it. We got Dame. Shea is still out. I mean, actually the Thunder don't look nearly as injured as they usually are.
Yeah, they have like
cool.
1 or 2 guys coming back. So
yeah, that's awesome. Good for them. Dame in a smash spot.
Yeah. OKC allows, I wrote it up. I don't have the article in front of me, obviously, there, but it's like 38 3-point attempts per game or something like that. And you look at the amount of sheer volume that he has with CJ out. He takes over 21 shots per game, over 10 threes per game, over 11 threes, excuse me. It's a spot where the volume is going to be there going up against Theo Maledon. Yes, please. Yes, please. That's a very nice spot for Damian Lillard here. OKC, people are still playing Al Horford. I can't do it. I don't play chalk Al Horford, let alone $7,000 chalk Al Horford, unless he's on the Atlanta Hawks in 2014.
Yeah, like 2012. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those reasons, I'm out. But outside of that, it starts and ends with Dame here tonight. And that's the only exposure I would have to this game. But again, be prepared to pivot because it's possible it gets canceled.
It is possible it gets canceled. I am scrolling to record a triple-double. Jokic. Yes.
Because it's plus 1264.
But Adam said to add LeBron in there too. So I'm gonna do that. Add to bet slip. All right, let's move on to the next game.
Is parlay Joker, LeBron, and Harden to triple-double?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
What were the odds?
Oh, I only made it to one of the pieces so far because you have to log in every single time. It's very frustrating. But I'll finish it by the time we get off this game. So this is, the late night hammer last night was freaking awesome. It was hilarious, and I loved every second of it, especially because I went to sleep at halftime. But not quite the same tonight. Kyrie is out, so it's James Harden's show. And this Suns team, they like to play a little bit slower. But Chris Paul versus James Harden. This is going to be something. What do you think about this one, Ghost Man?
I love this game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be faster than people think. Yeah.
Okay.
ISO Harden, I understand the possessions are going to be lower. Right now, the model has them projected for 106 possessions, most on the entire slate. I really like this game a lot. James Harden, I don't have to tell you why you have to play James Harden. You could have played him even with Kyrie in this game. Now Kyrie's out. Connect the dots. I don't know what else to say. It's a guy that just dropped 72 points and now Kyrie's out of the lineup. If they're even competing in a game like this, which they will, it's because of James Harden. So
the confusing thing to me is why is this a 7.5 point spread? Why? I know the Nets are missing their two dudes, but Phoenix 7.5 points better.
Well, Vegas watched the Win Daily preseason show and they saw how nice Phoenix was.
Wait, I got it. Plus 5,532.
Throw $50 on that.
I'm not throwing $50 on that. I will not throw $50 on it. That's a $2 bet right there. That's a $2 bet. Let's not be stupid. We're trying to have some fun.
Show the bets to the screen if you put $100 on that. Let me see.
If I put $100 on it, it would be 5,500. Yeah, it's.
Can you show it to your camera? I want to see, please. You have to do that for me.
I'm not. It's insane. That's absolutely ridiculous. I will not do that. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that.
We gotta set something up. We gotta do something.
I'm gonna place that bet though. Oh my god, I left it on $100. Nah, I'm just kidding. That would have been funny.
More money if you would have done that. So
yeah, it's true. I would just win $5,500. That's all that would happen. All right, let's. Anything else from this game?
Yes, Devin Booker is my GBP play tonight.
Is that the $8,000 player that people were saying how something? Yeah, we had it in the chat.
1% owned Devin Booker against James Harden. I don't even want to say defense. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
1% owned. Look at what this man has been doing in the past 4 games. Look at what he has been doing.
$0 still puts up 50 DK.
27, 36, 30, and 36. Usage is through the roof. And he's on one of these runs where when he's hot, you do not fade him. So this is a spot, 1% on Devin Booker. A lot of people are going to be flocking to the same value plays Everyone's mix and matching these studs. How I'm getting different tonight is just in one spot. That's all I need, and that's 1% Devin Booker. That's it.
Love it. Things you'll love to see.
1%
own Devin Booker. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Look at the volume that he's had, bro. He's shooting the ball
20 times.
25 times. I gotta pull up my article. Give me a second.
Okay.
Let's read a lineup because I wrote down all the stats in my article, so I don't want to get them wrong. But let's pull up a lineup while I'm doing this. Are you not pulling up a lineup?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the chat.
No,
what did you want me to do?
I'm on it now. It's okay. So look at this. He has a 34.1% usage rate in the past games that we just showed you. Mm-hmm. Averaging over 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5.3 assists. Mm-hmm. Shooting the ball 22 times per game. So that alone, 22 shots per game.
Volume.
It's high. He's shooting 56% from the field. With that much volume, 56%. 47% from deep.
Whoa.
The guy's shooting 47% from deep, 56% from the field, and he's taking over 21 shots per game. Things you love to see.
Brian, where's our shirts?
1% on Devin Booker.
1% on Devin Booker. That is absolutely fantastic. Adam, you sneaky bastard. We got Harden at 49. Yeah, we got him at 49. Because all the books didn't have any of the Nets players, so I had to shop around. I found it on FanDuel, and I was like, okay, they got it and then 5 minutes later, the news about Kyrie happens, which means that the books are getting the information before we are, and they already have advantages. So give us the advantage, NBA, you scumbags. Let's see, what do we got here? LBJ, Dame, Valanciunas, I guess, Beasley, Covington, Bridges, Dort, and Portis.
I'm so confused how you have a center at your small forward spot.
Get back to us, Berman. Get back to us.
Yeah, can you repost that with the guys just so I can see the lineup construction, please?
Would play Campazzo and Jamal Murray.
Yeah, not opposed to it for sure. It's not. I'm not saying that it's 100% going to be optimal, but it's not something that I'm completely opposed to.
Chris Paul, Campazzo, Booker, KCP or Bembry or Craig, LBJ, Porter, Kuzma, Giannis, and Robert Williams.
This FanDuel. Yeah, it's FanDuel. Small forward. No, Nnaji is power forward on. Go from CP. You don't want CP3 and Booker together. You want Booker to drop 70 points tonight, like I hope he does. So, go from Chris Paul down to Murray or Kemba, and then upgrade KCP, Bembry, Craig, whichever one you have slot in there.
Personal thought on Crowder. Brooklyn has no D, and he is more crafty against those youngins. My big shot prayer.
Yeah, and he's a guy that could bang home some threes too on top of that. So, yeah, absolutely. I can't get in the mid range there today, but yeah, it's definitely could work. Yes.
You said play over, but I have Joker. But I can get Giannis. Is it better to go Joker than bad correlation?
It's not necessarily prioritizing bad correlation versus good correlation when they're only running an 8-man rotation. So, are Joker and Nnaji, or however you pronounce his name, positively correlated? I didn't even look into that. The answer is probably no. But at the same time, it's an 8-man rotation. So if JaMychal Green fouls out in 5 minutes, which we know he can, they literally don't have any other power forward on the roster other than Nnaji.
Large field GPP, Morant, Allen, Braun, MPJ, Robert Williams, Bledsoe, Denver Green, and Cat. I like that.
A lot of low-end guys there.
Cat too. I mean, again, Cat's going up against nobody. AD's not there, so
going up against Marc Gasol.
Is Marc Gasol so good at defense?
He's actually defending pretty well this season. He's actually.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't do anything on the offensive end. So I hope, but
it's still Cat. So
yeah,
a lot of low-end guys there. It could definitely work. A little game stack there with Morant, Grayson Allen, and Bledsoe. Large field, it works. Would not enter that in single entry, but large field it works.
Should I take Harden, LBJ, and Joker, then fill in with value, or do I do a Memphis, New Orleans 2v2 stack for large field GPPs?
Personally, I'm not going Toronto and Milwaukee or Memphis, New Orleans, because all the studs are not even they're not only without some of their teammates, it's that they're all in smash spots on top of that. So that's my issue. It's like I'm trying to find a reason not to play three of them, and there isn't any. So now you have this Denver value on top of that. You have Campazzo, you have Nanaji, Robert Williams. Those three guys combined for less than 10K. You take three of the studs, you have 6 out of 8 guys in my lineup.
Bang. Campazzo, Booker, Grayson, BI, Williams, Harden, Vanderbilt, Ayton. DK, single entry. Ayton and Booker together?
I like that, yes.
Yeah.
Ayton will get 20 rebounds tonight. If he wants to play like Arizona, he'll get 20 rebounds tonight. If he wants to play like sophomore year DeAndre Ayton, he'll drop like 5 and 3 on like 2 of 10 shooting. Because
Sean Miller is going to sweat through his suit and give him the bag then if he's playing like Arizona. You guys see my screenshot from a better yesterday? I don't know what that means. AOR. Took first bucket, Tice, Scary Terry, Okoro. So you didn't do this. Because I don't care. If you did this, then this is awesome. If you didn't, then I'm not going to lie, Brian. I don't care.
If somebody ever bets on first bucket, Isaac Okoro. Wow.
It works. Favorite cheap small forward on FanDuel?
I'm not going too cheap. I'm going Michael Porter Jr. with LeBron. So
CP3 versus Harden revenge game. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, those two do not like each other.
I am in. FanDuel, large field. McLaughlin, Campazzo, Booker, Grayson, LBJ, Ingram, Jamichael. God, I love it. Kuzma and Joker.
Come off Ingram for Michael Porter Jr. and then upgrade McLaughlin.
I put in a random bet last night before I went to sleep that 3 people would win in the Australian Open, and I woke up and the first 2 won, and I watched the end of the Novak Djokovic match, and he was the last person and won, and I won my bet plus 350. So that was cool. Free money. Hey Rock, I want to read it. I want to read it like Dame, Camp, Harden, Shamet, Porter, Jackson, ABC, Clark, Williams, 100K.
Come off Dame for Jamal Murray or Kemba. Upgrade Shamet. And then go Clark to Kuzma. You need Kuzma there. Especially if you're not playing LeBron. You need Kuzma.
How did you rock? How do I look? I think I could do it. Going star heavy here. Worth a shot. Yes, it's worth a shot. FanDuel GPP. Campazzo, McLaughlin, Booker, Harden, LeBron, TLC, Giannis, Vanderbilt, Robert Williams.
Yeah, run it. Awesome. I don't like McLaughlin, but it doesn't matter when. All the other guys are going to combine for 400. So
run it. Campazzo, Booker, MPJ, ABC, Williams, Harden, Bruce Brown.
Very strong.
So do you like Jamichael Green tonight?
I don't mind him. I would not play him and Nanaji together. In lineups where I have Jamichael Green, I would just duplicate that lineup, go down from Green to Nanaji. You have $1,200 and then upgrade someone else. Because one of the two of them is going to likely be in the winning lineup, but definitely not both of them.
Somebody said I skipped their lineup, and I'm scrolling, but I can't find it. Morris out. Campazzo a lock tonight. Was that what you meant?
Is that Denzel?
Yeah, I thought we did Denzel's.
I didn't see his lineup.
Could have swore we did Denzel. Denzel, send it again. Sorry, I can't find it.
Send it again. We'll have a look. Have a look.
Silver Bullet. Do any of these bullets work? I'm actually kind of curious at this point.
Brian absolutely smashed this, so good job, Brian.
Fuck yeah, Brian. Keep smashing. Just send me bets that you make, not some random people on the internet. I don't care about them. Go to Barstool for that shit. Campazzo, Booker, LPJ, Boucher, Harden, Vanderbilt, THT.
Boucher is like way out of left field. He could get you 10 DK, like he could get you 50 tonight.
Maybe they're going to try and play him up to get his trade value higher?
No, they're not going to trade him. They don't have to trade much to get Andre Drummond. But I would move Vanderbilt to center, go Boucher for Joe Harris, and then upgrade THT.
Love it. No.
To DeAndre Jordan.
Harden, LBJ, Joker, or Greek?
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a hard question. I would say Greek because he's going up against that Toronto front court or lack thereof. I'd say he'd be first, then probably LeBron, Harden, Joker.
It's so hard to rank these guys. It's Taco Tuesday, Braun, man.
Ah, shit! I keep forgetting it's Taco Tuesday.
That's the thing.
I'm about to go make some.
LeBron's probably last, and then you realize it's Taco Tuesday, and you're like, oh my God, he should have his own rankings. He shouldn't be compared to anybody else.
I'm about to go make some burrito bowls, but I'm just gonna have like a tortilla on the side, like you do at Chipotle. That way, I can kind of like make my own taco. So, fun.
I would go. Depends on the rest of your lineup. If you're, I'm really set on LeBron tonight. Like I'm really, really set on LeBron.
LeBron James, ABC or Joker?
Sorry.
I missed it.
ABC.
Swaps to Murray, MPJ, and Vanderbilt over McLaughlin, Ingram, and JaMychal. Because I can't have 5 Nuggets. Yeah, that's a good point. Adam makes a good point. Boucher versus Giannis is scary.
Yeah, like the least. Been fouling like crazy. Like it's like I don't know. I'm not playing Boucher.
Walker, Campazzo, Harden, Bledsoe, Porter, Middleton, ABC, Kuzma, Williams.
Yes.
There we go. Rock. There we go. Awesome. Ghost, where can everyone find you on the internet?
At DFS_Ghost over on Twitter. And of course, with the Win Daily team, windailysports.com/chat. Make sure you guys come and join 7 free days. Ton of fun. Yes, we have a lot of knowledge in there as well throughout the day from both subs and stuff. But most importantly, the gift game is a lot of fun.
The gift game is absolutely fantastic. And it's a community. Family members help family members. Subscribers help subscribers. It's absolute blast. Make sure to hit that like button. Someone saying something about a bell. I guess that's the other thing YouTubers say. So touch the bell, I guess.
Like ring the bell?
Yeah, ring the bell. Thank you.
We got a big sale. We ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Would really appreciate that. What else? You can find me at Michael Brazil 1. You can find us at Win Daily Sports one more time. WinDailySports.com/chat. 7 free days in the expert Discord chat. So if we didn't get to your lineup here, hop over there and we'll help you there. We promise. That's what we're here to do. So for Ghost, for the chat, for Rock, especially for myself, we appreciate you and hope you have a very profitable Taco Tuesday.